What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're here in the Cybertruck version 13.2.2 supervised full self-driving. We're going to be heading to the Clark County Rifle Range today. Want to show Christy out there? She hasn't been there before.
No.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice little drive through the back roads here at the Northwest. Currently, we do have Floydland Park in the GPS. I kind of want to get a little bit closer until we add the trip. Let's go ahead and put it in hurry mode. And let's edit the trip. We will go ahead and add a stop. And we're going to add the rifle range. So it looks like 8.9 miles, 18 minutes on our route. I do want to mention we just picked up the truck from service today. And I know one of you guys, I can't remember the name, but you were asking about the wind noise, right? So I'm going to put it in technician notes. But it says during the test drive, a noise was heard at reaching around 42 miles an hour, which it actually starts about 34, 35 mile an hour, this little whistle. They put their ultrasonic sensor used to check the wind noise and found no wind noise coming from the windshield. They did say a little vinyl wrap along the contrail roof edge near the windshield was identified as the source of the sound. They removed the wrap and did another test drive, and noise was no longer present. So I will tell you, it's much better. You could hear it about 34 miles an hour. It's this little whistling noise, but it's completely gone now for the most part. We're still hearing a little bit of wind noise. They also did check the subwoofers, replace the subwoofer, still got a minor rattle back there. But overall, pretty happy with the service today. Did we have anything else, Christy, that we had done at service? I want to double check. So we had the front windshield, we had the subwoofer in the rear.
I thought there was one other thing.
Oh, also the supercharger, when you're preconditioning, those little buzzing noise. They said it seemed to be normal. I don't think it's normal, but you know, it only happens when you're preconditioning to a supercharger, which is, for me, very rare. All right, we got our right turn coming up. .2 miles. We're going to ride with 52% battery. Currently have 172 miles on the battery, 53% on the all-wheel drive non-foundation Cybertruck. 396 watt-hours per mile on our efficiency. 389 for the lifetime, 509 miles. I will tell you, after they replaced that subwoofer, I put on some music with a little bit of bass, and it did sound better. The louder I went, the less I could hear the rattling. So I don't know. They actually left the rear seat up, so I just noticed that when we pulled in earlier. All right, we are doing 30 and a 30 on hurry mode. Let's drop it to chill, see what happens. Actually, we're doing 30 and a 25, but yeah, let's drop it to chill. See if she slows down at all. We're about to come up to a new speed limit sign here. Got our turn in 1.1 miles. Nope, still same behavior. Let's go ahead and drop it back into hurry. We got the 35 sign coming up here shortly. Let's see when it reads it. So it's still showing 25. All right, just read it. Much better on version 13 reading the speed limit signs. Something about the Cybertruck, just driving around feels like you're floating on a cloud almost. Doing 35 in the 35. Want to see if we have any other routes we can choose here. So it looks like just this one route. That was the route to Floydland Park to the left up here. We do have the blinking red light ahead, where version 13 has been performing well on the blinking lights now. I want to say every one we've gone through has been performing, right? Pulling through. All right, we do have a pedestrian crossing. You can see him here on the visualization. Cybertruck slowing down. And, yeah. I feel like it's just much more safer driving in full self-driving. There's so many situations where little things pop out that you wouldn't be paying attention to, but the car is always seeing. Some of my favorite moments are on the freeway, and all of a sudden the car moves over to the left and then a motorcycle goes by at 130, you know? It's like, it's always watching your rear. I do like it. All right, here's our blinking stop sign. Full stop and go. No hesitation. Very good.
Nice.
Got all our cups rattling in here. Left turn coming up. And this is the sunset drive in the Cybertruck to the Clark County shooting range. Should be a pretty epic sunset from up top.
Can't wait to see it.
When we get there, I will show you guys the wrap. I do want to mention that today, what day we pick it up on? The 23rd?
Yes.
So today is day 8 of ownership, and we haven't washed it once. All right, are we getting around this? All right, very good. I did notice another comment, too, on one of the other videos about the Cybertruck going around the curves. They were a little concerned about it as well, and they were wondering if we hit it. So we haven't hit any on video. We have disengaged a few times, but yesterday, not on video, it did clip the rear tire on one curve. So I feel like in the Model 3, it definitely goes around the curves better than the Cybertruck. Cybertruck, they just got to do a little bit more updating, get a little bit more cautious. It's a big vehicle.
Yes, it is. And it's very easy to drive and maneuver around, but going around the islands.
Yeah, they just got to do another update. And I'm not sure if it's already fixed right now, but there is a 13.2.2.1 out in the wild. With that being said, and we got the green light. So for all you Hardware 3 owners, hopefully this 45.25.10 goes out real soon. It's the 12.6 FSD. It's supposed to have more end-to-end, and a lot of features from V13 are being put into it. I can't wait until everyone's on version 13. I feel bad. The biggest rollout right now is 45.32, which is 12.4, 5.4.2. Going out to all the other cars that are not on version 13. My goodness. I tell you what, if I didn't have version 13 right now and I was in an AI3 car, Hardware 3, I would be really thinking about trading up. But you know, some people keep their cars a long time, some people don't. Either way, I'm great. Like if you love your car forever, I love that, right? It's something that I cannot do. We are just cruising. Every time I look down and like send a text message or something, you know, when I'm sitting in the passenger seat, I forget that we're driving. It's just like you're floating on a little cloud. If it wasn't for the little noises in the motors, yeah, I wouldn't even know we were sitting in here. And we are going. Let's check our traffic on the rear. You know, I used to drive with the rear cam up all the time, but ever since we've got the large full self-driving visualizations, I don't know if I do this too much anymore, but definitely in traffic, right?
Yes.
I mean, having the rear cam on all the time is super helpful. Put this in the middle for the video. All right, here's a lane change area where version 12 would fail multiple times. Every time, kind of running like into the safety lane, right?
Yeah.
Nice and smooth trajectory today. Got the Gilcrease Orchard to the right. Now that was a pretty hard stop. Oh my gosh. That car got a little too close, and that's what I do not like.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's why everyone needs full self-driving. Oh, we are in the wrong lane, so that was a fail. We should have kind of merged over. We kind of just followed the end of that road. But yeah, that's why we need everybody, all cars, to be on full self-driving, so we don't have problems like that. Like, too many people get hit in the rear for no good reason.
Yeah.
Man, getting hit in the rear can really shake you up, too. I still have whiplash from when I was a kid. I remember this guy was backing up my truck, and we were at a gas station, and he ran right into one of those solid poles.
Oh my gosh.
My head just smashed right into the rear seat. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, that was probably the worst whiplash. I mean, I've been in accidents hit with cars, kind of mild whiplash, but that one was like a nice steel barrier. Nice full stop. That guy looks like he's getting close again. We do have it zoomed in at 1.25, but I tell you, It's still a little close. So smooth. Doing 42 and a 35. We do have it at the max off speed. Let's check on the autopilot settings. 20% max speed offset. Having the max speed offset and the city profiles is great because now you can lock it into a lower speed if you don't want to speed around. Like if you want to go 1 mile and over the speed limit, you get to set it to it. So I think that's a band-aid for the future of full self-driving because they were having a problem with speed controls, right? So why not add a little speed control so we can control it until they can kind of figure it out. Any input is bad input, really, when you're talking about autonomy. We are just cruising. That car's still a little too far, but close. Let's move to the right lane. Let's see if she'll get over. Another issue is the lane change behavior. Doesn't want to move over fast enough. I mean, there was a truck there, and I'm glad they're moving over. We have the unprotected left blinking for the car next to us, which the green light. Got the F-150 Raptor. You know, whenever I see those now, I do admire the trucks now that we're in a truck, right? Don't get me wrong. But I think, gosh, 6 miles per gallon. I tell you what, you're a slave to the gas pump. This is the complete opposite. We're charging on solar. That guy's whipping.
Yes.
In this general area, they used to have problems with people racing up and down these streets late at night. So you got the neighbor's house is so close, right in the back. .6 miles, 6 minutes. A little bit of a hard break there. Got the green light. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic evening. Sunset Drive here in Las Vegas. Some of the best drives. Looks like we're coming up to our left turn. Another blinking red light. Let's see how she handles it. I swear, driving around on version 13, very, very few disengagements, right? I mean,
Yes.
We're able to go from one side of town to the other all day long just on FSD. It does feel a little slower at times because it's not as so aggressive right now. But I tell you what, once they turn up the heat on the confidence level, all right, we got the blinking red. Let's check this curve, make sure we're clear. Ooh, a little close. We did feel the wheel kind of cock out just a little bit. I'm watching those curbs. But yeah, once they turn up the confidence level, it won't feel like FSD is going slow anymore. I mean, if FSD takes off fast from the light and just moves around effortlessly, that's fast enough for me. It's just when it takes off very slow and it's kind of like the Cybertruck edition right now. It's kind of slow and methodical. Put you to sleep. Now we're heading up Decatur here to the Clark County shooting range. They have a pistol range, rifle range, skeet shooting, quite a few different varieties they offer out there. I do like that behavior. She pulled up past the stop sign, where you would naturally stop. Bless you.
Thank you.
So I believe we do have, this isn't Floydland Park to the right, but that's kind of like a fossil museum right on the right there. It's funny when you live in an area and you have all these little cool little spots and you don't even visit them, you know? It's kind of like, that's how life is sometimes. Let's see if we can catch a name on this place. So it's the Ice Age Fossils Skate Park. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
We're heading straight up the hill. 1.2 miles, 3 minutes. Kind of see the sunset off to the mountains here. This is called Range Mountain in front of us. You notice cruising at 41, I almost kind of still hear that whistle coming back.
A little bit.
It does sound better. Now, I will tell you what. I did buy some, what was that stuff? The little,
Weather strip?
yeah, I bought some weather stripping. So I was going to say, just in case service can't fix it, I'm going to put a little bit of weather stripping in here and see if that fixes the problem. And I know what people would say in the comments, putting weather stripping on an $80,000 truck, right? Yeah.
Well, it's about like putting those Christmas lights on a brand new Tesla.
Yeah, my gosh. The ones that use the wrong tape.
That.
Yeah, now that is, I don't know. We value our cars too much to mess with the paint like that. We are getting close. 0.5 miles, 1 minute. Actually, we're going to have to change it to another one so we head straight to the top. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and put Clark County. Navigate to Clark County shooting range. Navigate to Clark County shooting range. All right, we got it back. Okay, take over. All right, so we did have an error there. We didn't have a destination, and it was about to take us down a gate road. So go ahead and go through this one, this roundabout. So you have the shotgun range, and then you have the rifle range right at the top. That's where we're headed. All right, go ahead and re-engage. All right, so that was my bad for not putting in the right route at the right time. We do have a little, I believe sometimes they have a little box here where there's someone standing there. Let's see if it's still here, if we have to stop or not. Well, it's green, so we can just keep on going. Let's go ahead and lock the speed down to 20 or whatever that sign says ahead. Is that a 25? So yeah, let's just lock it down to 25. Go ahead and give it a little bit of throttle just to get us going again. And that's another thing on version 13.2.2 on the Cybertruck is it tends to go slow and kind of stay in that slow range. Sometimes. Not all the time. 1.5 miles, 4 minutes. You can see the sunset over there behind the mountains. Sun has already dropped behind. Got another roundabout coming up. Yeah, so all the time we're going to in and out from like the Centennial area. We'll be looking over and Chrissy's going, what are all those lights out in the desert? And I keep going, it's the Clark County shooting range. And then we saw one night all these lights up here to the left where they kind of have like skeet shooting events and stuff. They really light up this area, but you can see it through the whole desert out here. We are just kind of like, yep. Just love the Cybertruck visualizations. I want to say, you know, driving the Cybertruck is amazing. The all-wheel steering, the electric power, everything you can think about it. But when you get out and you look back at the Cybertruck, I want to say that's probably the best feeling. You don't really get that feeling when you're driving around. It just feels small like a car, like a normal Tesla, you know. But then you get out and it's like, wow, what a beast.
Yes. That's right.
0.8 of a mile, 2 minutes. Let's speed it up a little to 28. We are at a crawl back here, but I do want to show you guys the range. Thank you so much for watching, by the way. Smash that like button, leave your feedback below. As always, we're almost to the range. I'm gonna give you a nice little 360 of the Cybertruck wrap. I really love this wrap. We got a great deal on it, $2,400. Don't go telling everybody.
They did an amazing job.
Yeah, it came out good. That wrap guy was pretty awesome.
Yes.
And he said he'd come out if it lifts or anything to wherever we're at. And hey,
He guarantees his
yeah,
work.
sounds good to me. Now we have a curve coming up here. I wonder if there's people up here today. All right, we're slowing down for our roundabout. We got a 15-mile-an-hour sign, so very good job obeying the speed laws. today. Got the rifle pistol range center and education center. So we are gonna make a really tight turn here. Wow, I didn't even see that coming up, did you?
No.
I thought we were gonna go kind of around, but she just kind of whipped really quick. You just never know. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes FSD just nails the route better than you could, you know? Because I feel like we get a little complacent when we're on FSD. We're not fully paying attention sometimes. And then you see, oh, I'm supposed to turn here, but the car already knew in advance. Can hear them all shoot and roll down the window. All right, go ahead and take over. All right, everybody, welcome to the Clark County Shooting Range, North Las Vegas. We're kind of on the line of North Las Vegas and Las Vegas on the Sunset Drive. Have I told you it is beautiful out here? What an amazing city. It's like a small town, but a mecca. And here is the satin black wrap, Avery wrap. It looks matte, it looks satin, it's easy to clean, it is sweet. Never had any wrap vehicles, ever. I haven't washed the car in 10 days since we picked her up. It's getting a little bit dirty on the top windshield. I mean, they washed it before they put the wrap on. All right, guys, thank you so much. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.